Hello, angels. This is Miss Quiet Queen. Welcome back to my channel once again. Thank you for joining me. Well, I'm really excited about this video. I really am. I don't think I've done an in-depth video like this in a long time, where I share a lot of things with you. But here's the thing, a couple of things before we get into it. Okay. I got notes. I got all kinds of notes and books and things that I'm looking in because I've been doing a lot of studying, and I've noticed that I'm not retaining a lot in my memory. And I know it's not just me. I know it's everyone across the board, all over the world. People are losing their memory. People are forgetting simplest things. Maybe it hasn't happened to you. I hope that it hasn't. But practice memory skills anyway. Try to do things repetitively to remember what has happened in your life. Technology is a very important part of our lives. However, technology, I think, is killing us. It's killing our children. It's killing our future slowly but surely because it's making us lazy. Our children don't even know how to spell. They text OMG, IDK, LOL. Why don't you spell? I talk to my children now. They don't even like to write. Writing is so important. I see in the future that maybe I'm predicting by the year 2065, very few people will know how to write because everything is technology. And I tell my kids all the time, write stuff down. They're like, Mom, why write it down? Just get your flash drive, put it on there. It's so easy. But what if it breaks down? Just go to your backup. Okay, listen, fool. The electricity, and don't tell me nothing about solar because they're going to try to find a way to control that too. Write everything down. That's how I learn anyway. I forgot the name of the type of learner I am. There's this book this woman wrote. She's a psychologist. She wrote a book called The 8 Types of Smart. I don't like the name of the title, but I hear her on the radio a lot. She's a Christian woman, and she's very sweet, and I do like her book, but I don't remember the type of smart. Loner. I think I learned individually. I'm not sure how she worded it, but I did something at my job for my manager, showing him how people learn differently because they was always getting on me because I learn slower, but I'm one of the smartest people. I just learn slow. Doesn't mean if you learn slow doesn't mean you're not smart. You just learn slower than everybody else. And people make you feel like you're stupid because you didn't say it fast enough. Everybody is in a rush. You see how we're being trained to do everything fast. Technology is quick, fast. But technology is making you stupid. So write stuff down, okay? And I'm going to get into technology. We are in war right now with those who are in charge of technology, who the powers that can control what is on the internet. Because if you notice, you can't get anything off the internet. Once you put up a video, it's out there. Even if you delete it, somebody else may have copied it and shared it. Somebody got it somewhere. So watch what you put out there. If you think because you erase all your Facebook stuff and your mom may not see it, it's out there forever and ever. Amen. Okay, so you got to watch what you put out there. You really do. Sometimes I put up a video and go, damn, I wish I hadn't put up that video. I'll take it down, but it's still out there. There are ways and things that you can do to try to prevent it from coming out, but it's all up here. See, yeah, that's that. But I'm excited about this video because I'm going to talk to you about the moon. Now, this is going to be kind of a long video because and it'd probably just be an installment because there's so much to learn about our mother moon, y'all. And I'm going to be touching bases on people who think recognizing the powers of the moon is witchcraft. In fact, this video is really dedicated to all of you who think what I do is witchcraft. What I do is evil. I don't care if you think it's witchcraft because I practiced witchcraft before. I practice Christianity, Islam, Seventh-day Adventist. I studied all of these Eckankar. I study all of these different religions. Ever since I was a child, I've always been interested in spirituality. But I'm dedicating this to those of you who always leave comments. This lady is crazy. You're the devil. You're the jinn. You're 44. I don't know what the hell he meant by that. Um, they tell me I need to repent. First of all, you don't know me from Adam. You don't know jack about me, so you can't tell me that I'm a devil worshiper. I never worshipped the devil before in my life. I don't have anything in my home that resembles that. So why would you get on my page and tell my subscribers who love me that I'm a devil worshiper, and you ain't never snore in my face? You don't know if I got stinky breath. You don't know anything about me, but you, because I put up this video, I'm a devil worshiper. No, I'm not. I have no love for the devil or demons or energies or whatever. And I don't just believe in just devil. There's one devil. There's lots of demons, demonic forces, devils, bad energies, or whatever you want to call it. And I'm not a part of that. I am of the light. I know that we have a dark part in ourselves. There's a dark part about us. And I'm trying to learn to embrace it. I have to admit I'm a little bit afraid of my dark side because I'm just a little bit afraid of my dark side. And I have to not be. And I'm learning that. I'm telling you my downfall. You all share a lot of secrets and things with me. So I want to, just tell you some secrets, starting with the moon. And I got like I said, I'm reading, so please forgive me. And for every video from now on, I will probably be looking in my books because I'm trying to retain everything I want to tell you, and I can't remember everything. So it's not like I don't know what I'm doing because I'm looking down. I know what I'm doing. I know what I want to say, but I want to say it in the right way. Otherwise, I feel like I have to do another video. And I don't like to do more than one take. Sorry. It's too much editing. So anyway, first thing I want to say, the moon has secrets. She does have secrets. And the moon, she can communicate with us. I want to show you what I've done this past full moon. May 5th, I think it started winding down in May 5th, May 4th. Between like the 3rd and the 4th, it was the fullest. I can feel her communicate with me. I spoke with somebody. I think I talked to a young lady. Her name was Callie the Master Headhunter. I talked to her from time to time. She changed the whole concept of her videos now. She does a lot of makeup tutorials. Kind of disappointed because she had a lot of good spiritual information that she gave. She took it all down. But anyway, I do know she's one person that told me that she can communicate with the moon. And there are several other people that can communicate with the moon. And people think, oh my God, that is such a crackpot move. That is so way left. They can't believe it. But the moon is very influential in our life and has been scientifically proven. And I'm going to share some of the information with you. But this is what I felt guided. One day, it's like the full moon, and I just felt guided to do it. And I really want to tell you guys something real personal. In order to drive the point home, maybe I will before the video's up. We'll see. I'm a little shy about it, but I just want to bring you more proof of things. Okay, anyway, so I got my binoculars, and during the full moon, I went out there and I studied her. I held the binoculars up like this, and I just held them there and stared at the moon, and I felt this energy. I took a bath. It was raining a little bit, and I felt a connection. I felt something energetic coming towards me, and I don't, flowing into me rather. And I don't understand why people think that's a bad thing, because God is not offended at all by you recognizing his masterpiece. He, she, I believe God, is a male and female energy. But God doesn't mind you recognizing the sun or recognizing the moon or recognizing the earth. You don't worship them the way you would worship God, but you respect them. And there's a thin line between showing respect and homage to any of God's creations versus showing that respect and homage towards God. Does that make sense? It does? Okay. Tell me. All right. So, yeah, the moon communicates with us, and only a few can hear her speaking. Now, when I use my binoculars, now, and I was looking at the moon, and I felt her energy, and I felt her communicate with me. She doesn't just communicate. You don't, when I say communicate, and other people that I know communicate with the moon, it's not necessarily you will hear words, hey girl, what you doing today? Or I want you to, no, it's not like that. It's an energy and it's a feeling that you get. Okay? It's kind of like using mental telepathy, but you just feel surrounded by a certain thing. When I was looking in the binoculars at the moon, I saw her colors. She changes colors. Okay? In fact, this video was going to be about things that you don't know about the moon. Oh my God, I have the darkest circles. Anyway, and one of the things I'm sure you didn't know is that the moon changes colors. She changes clothes or she changes colors. Sometimes she's bright, like a blue hue. Sometimes she kind of looks more buttercream color. And when I was looking at her, I saw, through my binoculars, I saw a ring around her. Okay, it started up at the top, and it was looking really red. And it was at the top. I was facing the moon. It was the top left, and it was looking red like it was burning. And then this burn was going down further and further until it got to the bottom of the moon. And then it started to look like this fire was going up towards the moon and going around towards the right side. And the bottom right side was completely cut off. I saw this happening right before my eyes. It was really weird. And as I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking maybe she was trying to talk to me about my family and about myself, because I can't really understand why I saw the rings and why I saw different colors around the moon. I saw green, I saw blue, but the red and the amber orange color stood out the most because it looked like it was eating her up. First I saw it at the top left, and part of her flesh, I'm just going to say flesh for the lack of a better word, was disappearing until the amber fire-like ring was moving down towards the bottom right. Now, we all know top left, that's the first quarter. That's what I refer to it as. I'm thinking maybe she's telling me about my family or talking to me about my family, because everyone in my family, and when I say family, I mean my parents and my siblings. They were all born during the first quarter. I was the only one out of the 5 of us that was born in the last quarter. So when I saw that, that's immediately what I thought about. But I still haven't connected all of the dots yet. And I'm not understanding why she wanted me to see these rings and these colors. I did feel that the moon is in a lot of pain, as is the earth. And if they could show anger, if she could show anger, she would. I had heard at one time that the moon had water on it, and that the water was, that there was this mad scientist. This is what I heard. I don't know if it's true, but I've heard this for years. That there was this mad scientist named Yakub who blew the earth up. He was so angry about what was going on, he wanted to blow everybody up. But what happened was he blew a piece of rock from the earth so far up in the atmosphere, all of the water came down onto the part of the earth that did not get blown up. And that water pushed this part of the earth down, and that's why we have so much water. And that rock that was blown up is now called the moon. This is what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not. I believed it at one point, but I know it's kind of iffy. Some things about that story make sense, and when you know the whole story, and then other things about it, it just doesn't. But I do believe, whether that's how the moon was created or not, I do believe that Mother Earth and Mother Moon are twin sisters. And I had a vision recently about the moon and our Mother Earth, and her communicating with me, and that she was saying, I'm falling. And I was in this vision. I was meditating. It was like I was in a trance or something, and I wasn't asleep at all. And I couldn't move. I could move, but I couldn't move. I don't have paralysis. I get out that shit quick. I know how to do it, excuse my language, but you're not gonna hold me down. But I felt kind of paralyzed, but I just dealt with it. I when I feel paralysis come on, I relax and submit to it. It's like that part in kind of reminds me of Harry Potter you remember when that tree started attacking them, and then they went in the hole and they were at the roots of the tree. The roots of the tree was grabbing them, and Hermione said, just relax. You gotta relax when you go through sleep paralysis. Don't be afraid. Because negative energies want you to be afraid, and you ain't doing nothing but feeding them a smorgasbord. Why do you do that? I'm too stubborn. Even when I'm scared, I'm too stubborn to give in. I'm too stubborn to allow negative forces and energies to have victory over me. No, if there's going to be any victory, it's going to be my victory over you, because I said so. But anyway, so I relax and I allow her to communicate with me. And she said to me, I'm falling. And I couldn't understand what she meant. And she said, and so I didn't think the words, I don't understand. What does that mean? I felt those words. Do you know what I mean? I was confused. I didn't understand. And in feeling that way was my communicating to her, what does that mean? So in return, she let me see what was happening. Her light, I saw her, when I say her, I'm talking about the moon. I saw the moon over a large body of water. I don't know where I was or what body of water I was looking at. I looked over at the water. The water looked really dark. Kind of looked a little placid. There was a little waves moving. I can hear it. And it was pitch black though, but I saw the waves. Then I saw the moon just come over the water and lit up very brightly, very silvery white color. And then I saw the light start to pull down or go down further and further and further from the moon. It looked like the moon, like somebody was drinking a glass of water and you could see the water just going down little. But that's what was happening with the moon and the light that was in the moon. It was just going down further and further and further and further until the light of the moon, there was a shell up there, and the light of the moon was in the water. When she said she was falling, her light fell into her sister, into the water on the earth. And there was just a big old round shell that I saw, like a black hole, once she finished putting her light in the water. And again, I had the confusion feeling. What just happened? Why did you do that? And the reason was that the earth, she's really, really sick, and the water, I'm not trying to scare anybody, but the water is very, very sick. Yeah. Water is also a feminine energy. See, air is masculine, fire is masculine, the earth is feminine, and water is feminine as well. Earth, water, and the moon are all sisters. And the moon, because she is the least tampered by mankind, she is able to heal her sisters. So her light, what she's trying to tell me, her light heals them enough to sustain the life that is within each of them. But after a while, it's not going to be enough, because the so-called powers that be are mistreating the water. There has been an agenda for many, many years to control the population for whatever their reason is. There's been a plan in place for years to do that. And one thing people always took pride in saying, even knowing this, was that you can't take my mind from me. You can't read my thoughts. But now they can. And I guess they figure, they're right. We gotta control people's minds and thoughts and things. So that's why they learn about the grid. Learn about the grid that is over the entire earth. Okay, I wore a hat one time in one of my videos. Somebody said it reminded them of a grid, and it does when I think about it. Learn that we are each positioned someplace in that grid. Learn about that. We're not going to get into that in this video, but essentially, the moral of my story is that Mother Moon needs our help to heal her sisters, which is Mother Earth and the Mother Water. So one of the things that you can do to start helping is stop littering. And when people litter, tell them about it. Don't be bitchy, because people are not going to want to listen to you. You're going to be like that person. Oh, God, here she comes. Here he comes. But if you see some mess out in the street, pick it up. That's what I do now. I will pull my car over and go get a bottle. I'm about to cry. I don't know why I'm about to cry. I feel so emotional when I'm telling you this. I will go pick up a pop bottle I see. Somebody threw out some old pair of shoes. I'll go pick it up, throw it away. Make sure you have gloves on or pick it up with something, because you don't know what germs or whatever is on anything. And that's another reason why we don't want it just laying around on our Mother Earth. That's as nasty, as germy, as disrespectful. If our earth is holding us and allowing us to have a good life or try to have a life, why shouldn't we respect Mother Earth? And why should we allow other people to disrespect Mother Earth? You ain't gonna let nobody come up in your mother's house and talk trash to your mama. Am I right? Whether, or somebody that you love and care about. You're not gonna do that. So why would you let anybody throw stuff down on the ground and misuse the water and things like that? And yeah, there's a lot of diseases in the water. Did y'all know? I found this out. I don't know if it's true. I'm hoping that it isn't. But did y'all know? Oh my God, this floor is hard. Hold on. I gotta sit on this pillow. Okay, so anyway, did y'all know that I've heard that we use the same water that's been used for like thousands of years? I didn't know that. I didn't know we use the same water and it just repeat. There's AIDS in the water. There's bugs in water. There's boo-boo that goes through the water. There's body fluids and bad thoughts. You know that doctor, what was that doctor that did the study on water? When you talk into water, it'll show up a certain kind of way if you play music and things. Yeah, all these different things are in the water. And then they clean it out and we drink it again. So We have germs in our body. We have viruses in our body. We have diseases in our body. They are lying dormant because we're so used to it, and you get a little bit at a time. And I think that's the reason why those of us who were born in 1969 and earlier, we're dying out because what's the best way to explain it? Because we have the least amount of experience in technology and the most experience in old school way of life, old school love, old school teachings. You know, my parents used to say, if they got in trouble, the neighbor spanked them, and the next, when your mom and dad get home, you got another spanking. Well, they didn't play that when I was growing up, but if a neighbor told my mother I did something, oh, I was in trouble. That neighbor wasn't allowed to hit me, but she was allowed to tell my mom whatever she wanted, and parents, they just stuck together. They don't do that now. I don't feel like the society, the groups that are in charge they don't want those of us that were born in 1969 and sooner to be around, because we're the ones. There's some of you star seed children, some of you who just got on the planet that speak up. You know, maybe you were raised by elderly people. I don't know. But I just think y'all young folks, some young people is just so, it's like, you can't get it. We were taught, we had different values back then in the 60s and the early 70s. We had values. You know, you just didn't do certain things. You know, kids these days get real snappy with their parents. We didn't do that coming up. You would get socked in the throat. Are you serious? Even if you go, oh, bam, you don't do that. Nowadays, these kids, Mom, but you ain't tell me. But look, zip all that up. And then I'm a mean mom if I tell you to shut the hell up, or if I give you a back slap. You're not going to disrespect me. My children are spoiled rotten. I don't know if I put up that Mother's Day video yet. And my daughter heard it. She got ticked off. But you know what? You spoil, but you get your way a lot. Anyway, I don't want to digress. I'm just all over the place in this video. But I don't think they want the old schoolers around because, first of all, we're not picking up technology as quick as you young people are. And we also know that our freedom has been taken. Y'all don't see that. Your freedom is being taken away. You're not free. Y'all are slaves. All of you that were born in like the mid 70s up until now, you know, all the way through the current, y'all are going to live your lives as slaves because you cannot take anything down off the internet. Everything has to be done over the internet now. Everything. You know, you don't know what it's like to hear a phone ring. You know, in your house, an old phone or a rotary dial phone. It just brings back so many comfortable, secure feelings. When I was a little girl, I had an older brother. He passed, and I have a younger sister. We're all a year apart. We used to go to the park. It's this park called Inkster Park in Michigan, and we would ride our bikes through the park in the woods, up the hills, you know, down by the lake, until the street lights come on. I would never suggest any child to go riding their bikes in some woods. No. So times are changing, and I'm going to get all up into that in another time. Technology. There's so many things that's coming to my head right now that I should do a video about. So I'm going to do that. I told y'all this video is going to be long. I have a lot to say today. Okay. So that's the history of the moon about as far as the water and why she doesn't have any water. I don't know. You guys do some research on that and tell me if you believe that or heard of that story about Yaku, the mad big head scientist who blew off the moon. Maybe it wasn't Yaku. I know Yaku, they said, was the one that created a human race by a grafting process. Anyway, okay, I already told you that Mother Earth and Mother Moon are sisters. In fact, they're twins. I told you about my vision about the moon. When remember the water is falling. I mean the light from the moon falling down to the water. And the moon, we need to pay attention to the moon, very much so. And I'm going to teach you guys how to draw power from the moon. I'm learning as well. It is very, very real. The moon affects the tides. She affects vegetation. It has been scientifically proven that the moon's power injects millions of tones into the water and into the earth. It's like it's like the equivalent of 800 million kilowatts. Yeah. You don't believe me? Get a book called The Farmer's Almanac. Now, for those of you who say that I'm a demon worshiper and you worshiping the moon, I'm like, I'm not worshiping the moon. First of all, get your words right before y'all put them comments. You're worshiping the moon. No, bitch, I'm not worshiping the moon. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just being me. This is how I am. I don't mean no harm, but I'm going to be myself, and this is my personality. If you don't like my personality, you don't have to come to my channel. You are welcome not to, and you are welcome to thumbs down, because that counts too. I'm still getting cha-ching even when you thumbs down, so that don't hurt my feelings at all. You know who you are. Anyway, get this book, The Farmer's Almanac. The moon moves the tides. The moon affects the vegetation. The moon affects our lives on a daily basis. And it's been proven. It's not like I'm making this up. It is scientifically proven. The moon also affects a woman in her menstrual cycle. Doctors have noticed, scientists have noticed that patients during the full moon are more edgier and fidgety. There's an episode of, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a rise in births during the full moon. Find out what moon phase you were born in. If you find out what moon phase you were born in, that's even more power you can have in drawing energies and power from the moon. But don't think that this is something like you're robbing the moon. I think you would be robbing the moon if you're doing it for negative purposes. First, do a rite or do a ritual that is helpful to the planet, and then put yourself second. Put Mother Earth, Mother Moon first. And we're going to do a project together. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a list of things to get. So those of you who are interested or would be interested in doing this with me, I'm going to tell you at the end of the video. So stay with me. So if you want to skip to the end right now, go right ahead. Okay, so. All right. I guess I am finished. Looking at my notes. Okay, so this is what I want to do. I'm going to have some more information on the moon, y'all. It's just so much information to do with the moon and how important she is. What we're going to do is we are going to make a talisman. Every talisman I get, somebody take it. Or I have some talismans, but anyway, we're going to make a talisman. Now you can make one if you want to make one for prosperity, protection, health, to win a court case, to draw love, draw a lover. Nobody in particular. Don't force somebody to come to you. That's not what you do. What you do is you create love and attracting magnetic loving energies around you. So if that person it has any kind of sincerity or even an inkling of interest in you, then maybe they will come to you that way. But don't, like put stuff in somebody's food to make them love you or put a hex on them. Don't do that. Why would you want love that way? I don't want you if I gotta make you love me. You know what I mean? So we're gonna do a talisman. I'm gonna show you how to do this, but this is what I want y'all to do. Okay. You have to get, you're gonna need some type of chain. You could even get one of those things that hold the, no, never mind. You need some type of chain or a leather strip. Something that won't fade or tarnish your skin because you're never going to take it off. And don't let anybody touch it. You need one of those. You need anything that you can use for a talisman. Anything that you want, like a stone. The pentagram. The Merkaba symbol. A picture that you love a lot, something that really speaks to your soul. Any kind of object. I mean, you can use this. You can infuse anything with power, love, and prosperity. There's just a way you should do it. Okay, so find something that you can use as a talisman. There are many things online that you can go. If I can remember, I always forget to put links down. But if I can remember, I put a link down that I use a lot for stones and things like that. You also are going to need a calendar. Oh, this is what I need to do. Tell y'all your colors. Woo! Miss Queen got way too much booty to be sitting down here on this floor for over 30 minutes, 37 minutes. Anyway, I want to show you something. I want to tell you something. Okay, hold on. Okay. You're going to need candles as well. You're going to need a candle that represents the issue that you're going through. For example, if it's about love, the color pink represents love. And then you're going to need 2 candles that represent the male and the female energy, because the male and female energy is in the moon. It's in the earth too, So I would suggest those to be white. Then you're going to need a candle that represents you. And I am going to tell you really fast what your personal colors are. The more information you have about yourself, the more information you have about the moon, the more information you know that is relative to the moon and yourself simultaneously, the stronger your power is. The stronger your power will become, the stronger your incantation will become, the stronger your spell will become, whatever name you want to put on it. You can call me a witch if you want to. I really don't care. Okay, so listen up, because I'm going to go through these really, really fast. These are your personal colors according to your birth date. If you were born between March 21st and April 21st, you use a white candle. April 22nd to May 21st, red. May 22nd to June 20th, red. June 21st to July 23rd, green. From July 24th to August 23rd, your color is also red. From August 24th to September 23rd, your color is gold. September 24th to October 23rd, your color is dark blue. October 24th to November 22nd, your color is brown. November 23rd to December 22nd, your color is gold. If your birthday is from December 23rd to January 20th, your color is red. And from January 21st to February 19th, your color is light blue. From February 20th to March 20th, your color is white. Okay, so you need to put those down. And there are incantations and things and stuff like that that you would say. I'm going to go now because it's a 40-minute video. I know some of you say you like the really long videos, but yeah, that's about all I have right now about the powers of the moon and for this installment, but I'll be back. So what I want you all to do is get all of those items that I told you about, and we're going to do a talisman together. I'm going to do it on camera. I want to do it live, kind of. So it's going to be July on the month of July is when we're going to make this. We're also going to need, oh my God, how can I forget? This is a very important ingredient. You're going to need some rainwater. So find a clean bucket, a clean bowl, preferably one that has never been used for anything. Catch you some rain water. You're going to need some bay leaves. You're going to need a sage smudging stick. And any kind of herb tea that you think is relevant to what you're doing. For example, like I said, love. Let's stick with love. You want more love in your life, use a pink candle and you will get lavender tea or rose tea. So you need teas because we're going to be using the teas. We're going to be drinking the teas and we're going to be consecrating our talisman with the teas and the rainwater. You're not going to drink the rainwater unless you want to. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with rainwater, but you know, to each his own. But you will be consecrating your item in the rainwater. Spring is the perfect time to do it because spring is where new beginnings. But since the first day of spring is already came and went, right? Yeah, the first day of spring's already came and went. So we're going to do it in July because I give everybody enough time to get all this stuff. And the good thing about July is July has 2 full moons, on the 1st and on the 31st. So that's good to know. Make sure you get all these things. If you all want to do this like a Google chat or Skype or some type of, I think YouTube has a way where we could communicate with one another. If you have a computer with a webcam, or I think sometimes you can just do it, you're chatting. I don't want to do the chatting part, I want to do it live. So if I don't have at least 10 people wanting to do this live, I'm not going to do it live. But I will still do it. If you want me to just do the video like I'm doing a video right now, you know, and you just watching me, I can do it that way. But if I don't get enough people that want to do it live, I'm not going to have a live chat. But I would love to chat with you guys live. And maybe, see, I'm about to blackmail you. Maybe those that are chatting live with me, I will give you your angel names live. Maybe. Okay, that's all I have to say. I'm goofy right now, but I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for listening, angels. I can't wait to do this with you guys. Please rate, comment, share, and subscribe. And in the meantime, angels, I love you like play cousins. I really do. Stay in the light.